Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if this is your first video. I look a little extra frumpy today because this is kind of a spur of the moment video. Usually you can see it's still daylight. I don't normally film during the day, but I came home and nobody was here, and I got a request from someone that I've been thinking about doing anyway, and she requested it, and I think she's awesome, and that is Danielle from ASMR Marvelous. She asked me to like show my tattoos and talk about them, so that's what we're gonna do. And I don't have that many tattoos. If it was up, I mean, it is up to me, but if I had my way, I'd have them like neck down, but they're really expensive and I'm poor. I mean, I'm not poor, but I'm not just rolling in it to be going and getting hundreds of dollars for the tattoos all the time. So I don't have that many, but I'll walk you through the ones that I do have, and then I'll have to, I think you guys are still crooked. I'll have to insert some footage of my leg tattoo, because I'm not that flexible. My leg's not getting up here. So let's just go ahead and start with the one that you guys have probably seen the most, just this one. I was gonna point with this thing, but I think it's a little long. Maybe a pin. So 1, 3, and a crescent, and then little stars. You can see it's a 13. It may be backwards to you. So I got this 3 or 4 years ago on from Friday the 13th. It was a Friday the 13th tattoo, and I like the tattoo. I do kind of regret getting it right in the middle of my palm, or the middle of the top of my hand. I wish I'd gotten it like kind of off to the side or something. Yeah, I don't hate it. I'll go ahead and warn you that I'm not one of those people that's like, I agonized over and thought very carefully, and all of my tattoos mean something so important and so special, and I love them and I wouldn't change a thing. That's not me. I'm pretty impulsive, even now at 25, and at 18 I was ridiculously impulsive. So this one was impulse. They were just having it, and we just went, and I was like, oh, just put it on my hand, it'll be fine. And in the tattoo artist, like, to give him credit, he tried to talk me out of putting it on my hand, but I can't be told no. Not can't be told no, but I can't be like, I don't like to be told like, oh, you shouldn't do that, because it just makes me want to do it more. It's a bad quality. So yeah, I've actually, like, when I go through drive-thrus and stuff, I've had people be like, oh, I really like your tattoo. Like I said, I don't hate it. I just wish I had gotten it somewhere else. Yeah, so that's that. I may in the future get it covered up because I'm really into like whole hand tattoos. We'll see. Those, speaking of cover-ups, I've gotten one before and it was bad, and it's my least favorite tattoo. I fucking hate this tattoo. You've probably seen it too though, because it's right here. We'll get to that. So next, I'll stick to this arm. 19. I've had this for several years as well. I don't remember when I got all these, honestly. It's been a while though. It's been quite a few, at least 4 years, I'd say. And it is a friend tattoo with 2 of my best friends. Well, it's my best friend and then her younger sister, who just kind of became a member of our clique by default, and I love her too. So she's one of my best friends, but her sister is like my from kindergarten best friend. So we wanted tattoos that didn't really like just scream like best friend tattoos, and they're not matching. And this is very basic white girl of us, but we are all obsessed with Friends. Like we've seen the show 1,000 times. We like, talk along with the episodes. It's always on in the background. We love it. And I know Friends is a super popular show, but I also know that it has become like the popular show to hate on in the last couple of years. And I know that they're like, it's from the 90s. There's definitely some valid criticisms to be had, but I think some people are getting a little dramatic with it. Anyway, we love it. So I have 19. My best friend is supposed to have 20, and then her sister has 2B. Yeah, and it's the apartment numbers for Ross, Joey, and Chandler, and Monica and Rachel. So yep, that's what that is. I've had that for, I said like 4 years probably. And then this one, I don't know. I'm left-handed, so this is hard for me to try to like trace. This is obviously a symbol. It's supposed to mean Hakuna Matata. If it doesn't, don't tell me. I got it when I was probably 18. It's one of the first tattoos I got. I don't regret it. I like it. The Lion King was always my favorite movie as a kid, and it's still one of my favorite movies now. So I don't regret it. I think, and you know, no worries. Try to live your life by. You know, obviously take things seriously, but don't let everything get you stressed out, especially when there's nothing you can do about it. So yeah, that's what it's supposed to mean. It better not mean soup or something. I worry about that now that I'm older. Like, you know, you always see that in like movies and stuff. They're like, oh, this is the Chinese character for brave, and they're like, nah, that means soup. So next, I don't know. Hold on, let me lay you down. This is not going well. Maybe we'll go handheld for a second. You can see there it says miss you, and then it's Roman numerals. So put you back. I don't know if that's the same. Anyway, so that's like right here in my elbow bend. The miss you is in my grandfather's handwriting, and the Roman numerals are the day that he died. So I think a lot of people spend a lot of time with their grandparents, but I spent an inordinate amount of time with my mother's father. He had me all the time when I was a kid, and we did everything together. He died when I was 16, so it's July 25th, 2011. And then this miss you is, it's from a letter that he wrote me. We used to write letters back and forth, even though he lived like 10 minutes away and we saw each other regularly. We would still write letters. I don't know. It was just something we did. So that is from a letter. I got that shortly after he passed away. I'm not sure when, maybe a year or so after. And I've kind of always wanted to get like his portrait or something, but that's just, I mean, it hasn't happened, but I'd like to. So that tattoo is probably the only one that, besides my friend, like my 19 is the only one that like, well, it's not the only one that means anything, but it's the most sentimental. Okay, well, so let's do the one I hate on this arm first, and then we'll do the two that I like. So right here, I don't know if you can see, it's a rose, and you can see there's lettering underneath it. I got the lettering that I got that says love. It's the first tattoo I ever got. I was 18. I was in my freshman year at school, and it was to write love on her arms, the suicide prevention group. I won't go into detail, but someone that was in my family committed suicide the same year my grandfather died, actually, when I was 16. So that was what that was for. And I just I didn't love the font that I chose. And there's also, it's more hidden, but there's a tattoo right here too that is like mine and my mother's like astrology signs wrapped around one another. And I just didn't like the placement. Like, I didn't really have a problem with either of the tattoos. I mean, the font, but it was fine, and the astrology tattoo was also fine. I don't know, like I said, I'm super impulsive, so I got it into my head that I wanted a rose wrist tattoo. And I was like, well, what am I gonna do? Because I definitely didn't want to cover this one. I have no problems with it, so I went to this tattoo shop that's like a city over from me, and they're okay. They do kind of like old school, like biker tattoos. It's kind of like their thing. They're two like older dudes that run the shop, and I was just like, oh, can you cover this up? And I mean, honestly, he should have said no. He should have said like, I don't have the skill for that, or whatever. He should have turned me down, but he didn't, and I was an idiot, like a 19-year-old idiot. So I let him do it, and it's faded quite a lot. It used to cover better, but yeah, it used to cover up a lot better. I could probably get it touched up and make it look better, but I just don't like it. It's one I'm definitely considering having lasered. I don't know if they'd be able to get rid of it all, but they'd at least be able to lighten it up enough that I could get it covered up. So whenever I stop spending my money on makeup and clothes and food, I'll do that. So yeah, I just don't like it. It's definitely my biggest regret. It's just a whole fucking mess. It's a mess. Okay, so then that leads us to, I'll try to put pictures in here so you can properly see them, because this is a fucking joke, honestly. You can see this is my biggest tattoo, and she is beautiful. I love her. I should name her, but she's just a pretty little witchy, let's leave it like this, lady. I'm obsessed with her. This tattoo shop opened up in my area maybe 4 or so years ago, and they were also amazing, but the lead artist, he had an apprentice, and she did this. Her name was Kelsie. She's moved on now, but she did this tattoo for $80. Like, no, this tattoo took hours, and like, I think she did an amazing job. I love it. And, like, are you fucking kidding me? I know it was a risk to let an apprentice do a tattoo on me, but her mentor, Jared, is amazing. And he actually did this tattoo, which this is not indicative of his work. It's just a simple flash tattoo. He's amazing. So I knew that if she did something that wasn't quite right, he would fix it. And I'm glad that I went for it, because I'm obsessed with this tattoo. She's beautiful, and Kelsie was so nice. It was fun. Up here towards the bend, things did get a little dicey pain-wise, but I don't regret it at all. I love it. And then right here, I have a little letter that says goodbye. even say, she just offered this like on her, I followed her on Instagram, and she just posted like a sheet of stuff that she wanted to do. So it wasn't my design or anything. This is the one I really liked out of the set. And then same thing for this one. This was I think this was another like Friday the 13th thing, but it was at a different tattoo shop. And they didn't do like 13 themed flash, they just did discounts. So this was like, I don't know, $60 when normally, I mean, they won't, most tattoo places around here, I don't know what it is, like nationally or globally, but I mean, if they take a needle and put a fucking dot in the middle of your forehead, that's at least $50. At least around here, if they touch you, it's $50. So to get this little guy for $60, it was a good deal. It was fun. I went with my best friend, and she got a little moon. So that was fun. That's I am maybe a year old, a little over a year and a half. So I love that one too. I love the little pops of red, and just, it doesn't mean anything, I just like it. And then my last tattoo, and the one that's on my leg, I'll have to go handheld again to show you it. I got it most recently. I got it maybe not even 3 months ago, and I won it, so it was free. The artist at the same shop that did this, her husband did this, and then she did my leg piece. She's worked on my cousin several times, and they have a really good shop around my area too. She was doing a giveaway on Instagram, and I won it, and I've never won anything in my life, and to win a tattoo, which I love, was so awesome. So I went and got that done. Yeah, so I didn't have to pay for it at all. I did tip her, just because like she did several hours of work, and it would be an expensive piece otherwise. But other than the tip, it was free. So I will go handheld again and show you that. Okay guys, so I'm off of my mic, so this probably doesn't sound very good, but this is my leg tattoo. It's on my calf, as you can see. Quite big. I'm quite tall, and I have long legs, and this stretches pretty far up my leg. It's a really pretty piece. I haven't had my touch up yet, so I need to schedule that, but yeah, this is my leg one. So yeah guys, that is it. I did not actually end up doing much tracing because this was harder than I thought it would be, but that's the story behind my tattoos, and as I collect more, I'll do another one. Like I said, if it was up to me, I'd have a new one every time one healed. I'd go get a new one, but you know, adulting. So I hope that Danielle likes this. You should go to her channel and watch her tattoo videos. She has a ton of really beautiful tattoos, and her channel is awesome in general, so go check her out. Thanks for requesting this. Thanks for watching, you guys, and I'll talk to you soon.